Ever wondered why you can't stop thinking about someone when you're in love? For Max, it starts with a spark. One look, one smile, and suddenly, something deep in his brain flips on. Inside his head, a tiny region called the ventral tegmental area, or VTA, bursts to life like a fireworks show. In an instant, the VTA floods Max's brain with dopamine, a powerful chemical messenger. Every glance, every smile from that special someone is now tagged as a reward, and Max's brain starts whispering, "Do this again. Think about this person again." But here's the catch. Dopamine highs don't last forever. The intense rush Max feels right now will eventually shift, evolve, and bring new challenges. And his brain? It's just getting started. Days pass, and Max can't get this person out of his head. Every ping on his phone, every thought of their name, sets off tiny jolts in his brain. Inside, dopamine keeps firing like a broken sprinkler, rewarding every little reminder of this crush. It's not just a feeling anymore. It's a pattern, a loop. Max finds himself checking his messages, scrolling their photos, replaying moments in his mind. And each time he does, dopamine rewards him again, whispering, "Yes, keep going." Meanwhile, the brain's memory and emotion centers, the hippocampus and amygdala, are taking notes. They're tying every glance, every text, every laugh to powerful emotional tags, strengthening the craving. But here's the thing about dopamine. When the brain gets used to it, it starts to want more. And for Max, this crush is turning into something deeper, stronger, and maybe harder to control. Weeks turn into months, and Max's brain is now fully hooked. That once sweet rush of dopamine has turned into an obsession. Now, every interaction isn't just exciting, it's necessary. His brain craves the feeling like a daily fix, and without it, Max feels restless, distracted, even a little empty. Inside, dopamine isn't acting alone anymore. Stress chemicals like cortisol start creeping in. Whenever Max doesn't hear back fast enough, a storm brews in his chest. Anxiety mixes with longing. Meanwhile, the brain's reward system is working overtime. The pathways between dopamine and stress are becoming tangled, and Max is riding an emotional roller coaster he can't get off. And deep inside, a question begins to form. Is this really love, or just brain chemistry pulling the strings? The honeymoon phase can't last forever. As months drag on, the brain adjusts, the fireworks fade, and the rush starts to wear thin. For Max, little moments that once brought him joy now feel uncertain. If a text takes too long or a smile feels different, doubt creeps in. Inside his head, dopamine is no longer flooding the system. Instead, cortisol, the stress chemical, begins to rise, turning small worries into big storms. The brain's reward system, once so clean and simple, becomes a tangled battlefield of craving and fear. Max swings between highs and lows, never knowing what he'll feel next. And with each crash, the question grows louder. Was this love, or just brain chemistry running wild? Eventually, Max begins to step back, not from the person, but from the obsession. He starts to realize something. Love isn't just fireworks and dopamine hits. It's also calm, space, stability. Inside his brain, the cortisol storms begin to settle. The dopamine doesn't vanish, but it stops controlling the show. New chemicals join the picture: oxytocin and serotonin, the bonding and balance hormones. They help Max reconnect with himself, to breathe, to reflect. And he sees it clearly now. Love isn't just a chemical high. It's a choice. A dance between passion and peace, between thrill and trust. Ever felt this too? When love hits hard? Like if you've been there. Subscribe for more brain-backed stories.